Hey guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger. Welcome back to Magicraft server, and today we are taking a slight break from our building and normal stuff to dabble in some dark arts, so to speak. Some of the things in Thaumcraft we've been a little afraid of doing. We're gonna do it now. So, a couple of things to go over real quick. We're going to do some of these forbidden knowledge things now. So first thing I want to go over again, warp. Very important thing to keep in mind with Thaumcraft is warp, which is what forbidden knowledge research always adds to you. So just to kind of go over things real quick, we haven't really touched on warp in a while. Let's see, researching forbidden magics or crafting objects of a questionable nature tends to distort a thaumaturge's view of reality, twisting both their minds and their bodies. This effect is called warp. While some warp gained is temporarily and will fade over time, there is no known way to get rid of permanent warp. Once it is gained, and a thaumaturge who chooses to ignore dangers in pursuit of power often finds himself on a slippery slope. Warp manifests itself as minor lapses in concentration, physical pain, or hallucinations. Those are merely mental, though, as visions sometimes depart useful knowledge or seeming hallucinations prove to be frightening real. So that's what we get, and sometimes we notice we have little things where our vision gets all kind of like really, really blinding, and you can hear the heartbeat sound. It's like we're losing kind of our sight. That's warp doing its thing. That's a warp that we've already accumulated doing its thing. So today I want to do some research on a few things that we haven't touched yet. And those would be, let's see here if I can find them. Ninetails, Wand Foci, Alchemy. Don't want to touch those yet. The Bottle of Taint and Liquid Death. I do want. Seen as Alchemy? No, it's under Artifice, isn't it? Brain in a Jar and Infernal Furnace. And then for the actual research portion, things that we can research right away without having to deal with a lot of stuff, we can do Golden Core Butcher. You can hear that sound. I got a little bit of flux. And we'll go ahead and grab the Boned Wand Core as well. You could do Bone Staff Core too. Okay, so that should at least get all of the staff cores all set up. So we may be able to, in the future here, actually get is the Primal Staff of the Core? We don't have that yet, do we? No, we don't. Okay, so we don't have that yet, but we should be able to get that soon. So we'll go ahead here and, the usual stuff. We got to go ahead and do our Wand Foci research, Brain in the Jar, Infernal Furnace. So we'll do that, and then I'll pop right back in once we've got that all set and ready to go. Okay, so we can. Okay, so that's the scary thing I mentioned. Alright, so we've completed our research. All three of these are done. I'm a little hesitant to do this because I don't know how much warp I'm going to gain. Gain permanent warp, and permanent warp. You can see down there in the bottom right, I've gained a bunch of permanent warp. Unfortunately, I don't know how much I've gained. But okay, so getting Brain in a Jar actually gave us Infusion Enchantment. That's a good thing. So we can start making the armor. Huh, okay. I guess that wasn't necessary evil. Might as well. Let's see here. So Brain in a Jar. Let's see. Infernal Furnace. Oh, we get the Arcane Bellows too, right? And Flux Scrubber. A boon for the messy thaumaturge. These are new. The Bellows, the Furnace, the Scrubber is something that's new for me. But let's take a look at the Furnace first since we're up here. Infernal Furnace. By harnessing raw Ignis with a furnace crafted from obsidian nether brick, you have created a highly efficient and fuel-free furnace. So efficient, in fact, that will occasionally produce bonus materials in the form of nuggets or other items. Essentially free, it's also very slow unless the furnace gets a new supply of Ignis Essential or V every now and again. It can be done by any methods you have discovered so far or still will discover it. So, for the Infernal Furnace, you can see the setup here is a plus sign of obsidian with nether brick on the corners, and then nether brick on the corners again. Iron bars here. This will be kind of where the face of the furnace goes, I believe, if I remember my construction properly. Then have a lava source right here in the middle. Obsidian in between all the nether brick. And then repeat the same thing on top, but leave an empty space here on top so you can throw stuff in. Should be no occasional bit of flux escapes into the environment. If items you wish to smelt need to be dropped in from the top of the furnace and we spit out the front. So everything comes in here and it pops out here. We're not going to make this today. It requires a little bit more than I have materials for, but I thought I would at least show you it, and we'll probably put it together pretty soon once we find a good spot. Can also go ahead and make the arcane bellows. So arcane bellows perform the same function as mundane counterpart, only difference happily pumps away by itself, sending from a never-ending stream of air. Attached to get to an infernal furnace has shown some interesting results. The elemental infused air not only stokes the flames, increasing its smelting speed, but causes them to burn much purer, resulting in a reduction of flux generated and increasing the chance of creating bonus nuggets and other materials while smelting. So, recipe here: wood, leather, air shard, iron ingot. You get this little bellows dude. Also be attached to normal and alchemical furnaces to increase their speed, which is actually of use to us. It is also possible to attach them to crucibles to reduce the time it takes for their water to boil. Also not too bad. Bellows can be deactivated by applying a redstone signal. You are confident more uses will reveal themselves eventually, which I believe is a flux scrubber, right? Yep, there's our arcane bellows right there. Even the most skilled thaumaturge occasionally leaves a mess in the form of flux. I certainly know that. It's a nuisance everyone has to deal with, but this machine removes the drudgery involved. Flux Scrubber, when powered with ARV, will slowly remove any form of flux within 16 blocks of where it is placed. This will be really good to have upstairs with the infusion altar, wouldn't it? Flux Scrubber is able to reclaim a small portion of the magic that makes up the flux in the form of Precantatio Essentia. Also not too bad. It actually helps out. So the recipe for that: arcane bellows in the top center block here on your workbench. Iron bars on either side, a V filter, we've made those before, arcane stone bricks, and an Essentia tube round out the bottom level. Its internal buffer is very small and will continue operating even when full, so it must be emptied if you wish to reclaim all the Essentia. I don't know if we have enough materials. Maybe we can make some bellows today. Let's go see if we have enough stuff for bellows. Oh, wait. No, I moved everything up here. Didn't I? I might have left some of that stuff downstairs. I have a chest downstairs, you probably saw I have a chest that I haven't. Do have some of that. The V filter is, where's the wood things? Wood things are, let's play forest things. Wood things. Hi, wood things. So V filter again, real quick here. Let me remind myself. Okay, that's good. Shiny things. Got enough gold for sure. Can make some of those, and the bellows is air shard, iron, wood, and leather. So let me see here. I should have some wood, extra wood. I'm low on wood. I should probably go get some more, huh? I might need to. Oh, I have some. Why do I have some leather with me? What did I kill? I must have killed something. I dropped leather. But whatever. Actually, shiny things. I need a iron ingot as well. So we'll put that there. The 4 would go there. Air shard here. Leather over there. Wand inside. Arcane bellows. If I put this little guy down, I think he just... Oh yeah, he pumps away himself. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I can get that back though, right? Okay, I might need a... Where's my axe? Tools, axe of the stream. No, that one. Thank you. Sometimes putting your wand up there has that kind of problem. Oh, take a little bit of damage. There we go. So that's how you make an arcane bellows. Not too difficult. And now if we want to go ahead, we can put this here. Use our second one. Okay, it's still got stuff in it from my jar. Let's go ahead and we'll just put these 2 iron ingots here, make a couple of V filters. Bellows can come up here. I don't have iron fence. I know I don't have iron fence. I certainly don't have that. I've never had to make this before. Here we go. But we know how to make them. It's a fairly easy vanilla recipe. So what else do we need? Let's see here. Arcane stone bricks, Essentia tube. We got plenty of those. Let's go to Thaumcraft things. There's our Essentia tube, and we have 2 arcane stone bricks left. How about that? none of this was actually planned. I didn't have any idea I was going to be doing this today. We'll put our bellows up top here. 2 iron bars and insufficient V. Oh, we're just short. Crap. Well, one moment. I'm gonna go to Zlow's place and see what Zlow has as far as charging potential. We'll see if we can get that cooked up, and plus we'll come back and take a look at some of the other stuff. Whoa! New research. What's that? What did we get? You learned a new research thing. It must be under alchemy? Oh, purifying bath salts. Stress relief for the mind. Okay. Okay, that must be something we get when we get enough research, huh? You're still hanging out here, aren't you, Mr. Woodgolem? Okay. Okay. We're on to something. Alright, so we're back. We've got ourselves our setup here for our flux scrubber. Let's go ahead and grab that out of there. Got that all set up now. So flux scrubber. Oh, I didn't scan the arcane bellows. Well, we're going to make another arcane bellows later, so I'll be able to grab it then. But the scrubber, let's see what we get. Oh, at least we get a little bit of our V. And we've also got some research I did kind of in the intermediate time in between me getting that bath salts research unlocked. I've actually gone ahead and researched the research minigame for it, as well as for purifying bath salts and infusion enchantment as well, which was the other thing that we just unlocked. So let's see what those have opened up. Infusion enchantment, enchanting with Essentia, gives us the Thaumium Fortress armor. Nothing is getting in. So that's the fancy armor that you've seen everybody else running around in. Zlo was running around in this last time. We don't have it yet, but we now are basically at the doorstep of being able to unlock it. And up here we have purifying bath salts, which gives us the arcane spa and sanitizing soap as research things. So let's go first. Let's take a look at actual research here. Infusion enchantment. For ages, wizards and thaumaturges have been enchanting weapons, tools, and armor by imbuing objects with their own life energy. You've discovered infusion crafting might have uncovered a solution to both those problems because it's normally completely unpredictable. Discovered a way to enchant objects with an infusion altar. Simply place the item you wish to enchant on a central pedestal and supply the proper ingredients and essentia. Also requires some life essence in the form of experience, which isn't too hard to get, but much less than would be normally required to enchant something. So this will allow us to use that bad boy up there to do our enchanting instead of that bad boy down there. So if you want to see some ideas on how this works, for example, repair requires Salus Mundus and an anvil, plus Fabrico, Ordo, and Precantatio of varying levels, depending on whatever we want. Repair 1 or Repair 2 on our item. That does have a moderate instability, though. Haste, protection, so you can put Prot 4. It's quite expensive as far as not so much levels go, but just as far as aspects go. Tutamen is not too easy to get. Requires a lot of smelting down materials. Maybe we can borrow some from Graf's Grinder. Fire Prot, Blast Prot, Proj Prot, Feather Falling, Respiration, Aqua Infinity. Most of the basic enchantments in Minecraft vanilla are available here through various means. So Sharp 5 is 5 levels, plus we need the Iron Sword, some Salus Mundus, and a whole lot of Tellum. That's going to be kind of a pain to do. Smite, Bane of Arthropods, Knockback, Fire Aspect. You can see different recipes here. Looting, Efficiency. So what this lets us do really is pick our enchantments, what we want, what kind of level we want to get them at. So Silk Touch, for example, I don't have a Silk Touch pick. I would really like a Silk Touch pick. I might have to do the Silk Touch enchantment on the pick very soon. So yeah, these are all various things that we can do. So Fortune, this is all good. Power, Obviously, we have a good power bow already, but, you know, it would be nice to get some repair on some of these items. And thankfully, Alan has his little farm over there, the Infinite Iron Farm, so we don't have to worry about anvils and stuff like that. We put the flux scrubber, put in Thaumcraft things for now. I picked up a bunch of warded jars because we need to go downstairs and grab some of the stuff out of here. So I noticed we didn't have Cognito before. Do we have? I wonder if I have a second jar for all of this, you know, the vinculum and the Terra that's in here already. I'll have to check that. I may have a second jar stored away somewhere, but I'm saving as much of it as I can so I have backup stores for everything for the future. Oh, there we go. 32. And I think I have another one up at the top. Yep. So let that fill up because these only hold 32 and the jars hold 64. So sometimes you have to remember. Can I grab that before it falls in? Oh, okay. It fell down there. All right. So the reason we need the Cognito is we need to go upstairs and bippity boppity boop. What is this? We've got ourselves a warded jar in the middle. Got some Cognito, some Census, and some Exanimus. What are we planning? Why do you have those zombie brains? Why do you have the spider eyes, Nihon? What are you planning? Oh, nothing, my child. Nothing. We're not planning anything. And by the way, the look from up here is amazing. There's Tab's bean farm. I think she's gotten a bit more work done. I'm not sure if she's finished the whole thing yet, but yeah, we've definitely got some neighbors, and we have to get on here at some point and just finish up the spiky spikes up at the top. But now we need a zombie brain. And oh, I'm forgetting something. Of course I'm forgetting something. I know what we need. I should probably keep that on my hotbar just because you never know when stuff might pop up. And if it pops off, we have to go run over and get it. So, water bucket. Where are you, water buckets? I'm going to have to make another water bucket. I thought I had like a dozen. Yeah, I do have like a dozen extra water buckets. So, water buckets, zombie brains, warded jar, spider eyes. What could we be planning? I wonder. Oh, no. No. Oh my goodness. Oh, crap. Please tell me that's not running down. Oh, is that running down? No, it's not. Okay. Whew. I say, whew. Okay. I thought that was going to run down the side of my thing and wash everything off. Let me just check real quick here. I'm being paranoid. I don't want to have the water run off the side here and wash away all my torches that I've spent so long getting into place. Okay, this is my little engine down there. I still haven't moved back into my house. You have a lot of things to do around here. I keep putting them off. You guys need to yell at me for that. But we've got everything ready. We've got our wand. Let me take the foci off just so don't shock myself. There we go. So everything's all set. We've got all this stuff. What could we be planning? But of course, we're making a brain in a jar. Haha. So yeah, it requires a zombie brain, spider eyes, and the water bucket, which we all spilled all over the place. So if you follow the recipe exactly, throw one rotten zombie brain into a jar, add some spider eyes and water, stir gently with your wand while thinking dark thoughts. If you follow the recipe exactly, you should now have a partially animated and fully malicious zombie brain. Woo! Contains some of the hunger possessed as a zombie, and while it can't consume brains, it enjoys eating the thoughts of and experiences of those slain nearby. So it will hold XP. It's perfect for mob grinders. If you've seen Graf's big mob grinder, she's got like 6 of them set up at the bottom, and they just collect the XP so that it doesn't get lost and get destroyed over time. It's really convenient, and we may be needing one because we may be setting up a grinder of our own in the future. We'll see about that. We'll have to find a good spot to build a grinder, but for now, let's tap that bad boy and get cracking on this. So we don't need to scan this because we've already scanned the ones at Graf's place. Here we go. Taking the Exanimus now. It's got enough of that. Now it's going to take the brain. So we're not quite putting everything in a jar and stirring it. We have to go through the wonders of infusion altar stuff, but oh, it actually keeps the bucket. Ooh. I've gained warp, so I think that's just temporary warp because it doesn't say permanent warp. All right, so we've got brain in a jar, which adds normally all those aspects. And you've seen this guy before. All you gotta do is took some damage. But all you do is see if we can find a good spot. Let's put him up here. You put him up there, and he looks at you. It follows you around. How you doing, buddy? And then when you want some experience from him, let's say we want some experience. Let's say we killed some stuff and there's some experience floating around. It flies into the jar, and you just tap on it, and it shakes, and experience pops out. So they're actually really, 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 really helpful anywhere there's a grinder. Well, I'm just going to keep them up here for now. You know what? Why don't we give you a name? I'm going to call you Hank. Is that okay, Hank? You don't get a choice in this, so deal with it. So Hank's going to sit up there. And I've decided to call this little guy Larry. So Hank and Larry are going to hang up out here. And Larry, we're going to build you a nice little place to hang out. You like that? He's looking at me kind of funny. But we're going to get rid of this monstrosity here. It's taking up too much space. We got to get you like a little space over in the corner there or something. So hold on to your butts, Larry. Okay, we'll get that for you soon. All right. But Hank doesn't need anything. Hank just hangs up here and does his own little thing and hisses at me now. So you behave now, Hank, okay? But I think we have done enough for today's episode. I wanted to just get some basic stuff done. The flux scrubber, we didn't need that yet. I gotta make another bellows though, so I'm gonna have to go get some more leather. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed our little dip of the toes into the dark arts. I'm gonna say dark ants. I don't know, but dark arts is what we're trying to say. We might not need you anymore, enchantment table. We might not need you anymore, but we'll see. We'll see. There might still be some use for you after all. But until next time, stay magic, my friends. Stay magic.